multi-step conversions. Conversions keep the same total amount of the measurement. It is just measured differently. So a multi-step conversion occurs when more than one conversion is needed to solve. So let's look at the first example. Example 1, a tank specifies to be 2 feet 4 inches long. Convert 2 feet 4 inches to centimeters. Round the answer to the nearest whole number. So the first thing we need to do is we have feet and we have inches. So we need to get this into the same unit. So what we'll first do is go feet to then inches. And then we can go from inches to centimeters. So first we're only going to deal with the 2 feet. So 2 feet, now we know 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So we're going to use this conversion to convert feet to inches. So we're going to put the foot on the bottom and then the 12 inches on the top. This way we get rid of feet as we can cross them out as they, and then we have left is just inches, which is exactly what we want for this first step. So all we would have to do is multiply 2 times 12 and we divide by 1, which is just going to be the number on the top. So 2 times 12 is 24, which is over 1, but 24 divided by 1 is just 24, so we'll just leave it as is. So we have 24 inches. Now, our next step is to add this 4 inches to the 24. So we have 24 inches plus 4 inches, which is just 28 inches. Now we can convert to centimeters as we have this number as 1 unit. So now we have 28 inches and we need to convert from inches to centimeters. So we know 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So we're using this conversion. We need it to cross out inches, so we're going to put inches on the bottom and put on the top 2.4 centimeters. Next, we can cross out inches and we're left with centimeters. Then we're going to multiply what's on the top and divide by what's on the bottom. This time, as it's divided by 1, it's just going to be whatever is on the top. So we have 28 times 2.54, which is equal to 71.12. And this is centimeters. Now let's do another example. Example 2. A bar stock is 1.45 meters long and needs to be cut into pieces that are 12 inches long. How many whole pieces can be cut from the bar stock? So the first thing we need to do is we need to convert meters to then inches, and then we can go ahead and divide whatever meters is in inches by 12. So the first step, we have 1.45 meters, and we need to get 2 inches. So we can go from meters to centimeters as we can go from centimeters to inches. So this is our roadmap. So we have 1.45 meters, and we know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So we put the 1 meter on the bottom and 100 centimeters on top, so we can cancel out the units of meters. But as we want to get to inches, we're not done because we just have centimeters on the top. So now we need to get rid of centimeters. And we know that 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 inch. So if we put the centimeters on the bottom and put inches on the top, this means that 2.54 goes on the bottom and then the 1 inch goes on top. This way we get rid of meters and then we can get rid of centimeters and we're left with inches. So we would need to multiply whatever on the top. So 1.45 times 1, and then it's going to be divided by 1 times 2.54 on the bottom. So we have 1.45 times 100 times 1 divided by 1 times 2.54, and this is inches. So on the top, 1.45 times 100, which is 145. Then we're going to go ahead and then we can multiply this by 1, which is just 145. And then on the bottom, 2.54 times 1 is just 2.54. So we would just need to divide 145 divided by 2.54, and we get 57.09. And this is inches. But this is the answer of 1.5 meters to inches. The next actual question is we need to see how many pieces can be cut from this. So if we go ahead and go 57.09 inches, and we're going to go ahead and divide by 12 inches, will get us a number of pieces. So now we just go ahead and divide by 12, and we get 4.58. So that means we're going to have 4 whole pieces cut that are going to be 12 inches long. Now, let's do another example. Convert 3/16 inch to millimeters. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do is get this into a decimal. And then we can go ahead and go from inches, and then we can go from inches to centimeters, and we can go centimeters to millimeters. So this is our roadmap that we're going to follow. But the first step will be to go 3 divided by 16, which is equal to 0.1875. So inch. Now we can go 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So we need to get rid of inches, so we put that on the bottom. And then on the top we have 2.54 centimeters. Then we need to get rid of centimeters, so we know that 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. So in order to get millimeters on the top, we need to put that on the top there, the 10 millimeters, and then on the bottom, the 1 centimeters. This way, centimeters cross out, inches cross out, and then we're left with just multiplying what's on the top. Then you multiply what's on the bottom, and you take the top number, and you divide it by the bottom number. So we get 0.1875 times 2.54 times 10 over 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. So we take this number, we're going to go ahead and multiply by 2.54 times 10, and we get 4.7625. And this is millimeters.